This is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm doing my personal quote and blog for the 6th of November, 2022. My quote for today: run, 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 rush, rush, rush. The world is a game, and life is a paintbrush. We move our energy in swirls and flows. We try to listen and learn to expose what lies under the patterns that unfold. Hopefully, we will discover who we are before we are too old. And my blog for today. Last night, we were in the final hotel in Eureka before we head back to my home in Willits. There was a family in the room above us that had a child that could not stop running from one end of the room to the other. He or she was like a baby elephant on our heads in an incessant pattern of movement back and forth, up and down. After hours of listening to it while watching the TV series Versailles, we finally called at 10:15 p.m. to the downstairs front desk to ask if they could get the family to put that child to bed. I marvel at all parents that navigated the intense demands that children offer and also know the wonder that is the gift of watching someone grow and evolve. My sister had 4 children that were full of life force energy and were a handful on all levels. So I know both the gifts and the complications of child rearing. I too was a child that had too much energy, and my mother said that even in utero I would never stop moving. And to this day I seem to be in constant states of motion. I'm sure as I say that all my friends are laughing. I have learned that I am a person that loves to give energy to others in a variety of ways. I have also learned in doing forms of meditation such as Vipassana that trains the mind and the body to be still and will show us what we are avoiding. I remember being a child and realizing that a lot of my constant, incessant movement was, of course, fear. I was often afraid of people and situations. Many psychics have told me that I had been tortured and killed in many lifetimes and that I should be terrified of people. Oh, I told them, oh yeah, I'm terrified of them. I know that I told them that fear heightens awareness so that I could sense if someone was a real danger to me or not. But living constantly on the edges of fear is exhausting, and I recognized early that I could learn to stay aware without needing the fear and anxiety to ruin my nervous system. I remember learning this from my mother. My father would say, "Why do you need the house to be so perfect and clean? Just stop." And my mother's response was, "You can either let me clean or let me go to a therapist. Both will work, but one will cost a lot more money." Activities help us to process and cope when we are cleaning or working from a mindful and conscious place, but too many are rushing and doing without being conscious of why. They allow the fears within to place them in a marathon game of life that is filled with distractions rather than conscious clarity and purpose. Everyone can get caught up in the game. Everyone can allow the patterns to control us rather than allow us to recognize our own patterns of avoidance. Perhaps today is a good day to begin that change. Thanks, everyone.